Hi everyone, it's Dee from Waiparakuri Soaps, and today I'm going to be making a soap that I have called Pauanui. I'm going to do a spin swirl for the first time, and I've made a little square type slab mould. I'll get that in camera with you, and I've mixed up all the colours that I'm going to use. It's going to be 7 colours in this one, and they're my main mica colours, and they're at the moment. In my pot I have olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, and for the first time I've put in some shea butter. I've also got some tussa silk, some sea salt for hardness, sugar for bubbles, kaolin clay, and oatmeal, and a little bit of coconut cream. So I'll just give this a quick buzz before I put my lye in. Now I'm soaping quite cold because I want the soap to stay in a nice fluid while I do the pour for this one. So fingers crossed. I'm soaping at full water percentage. This one will stay fluid enough for me to actually do the pour. Okay, let's take that off so that doesn't tip out. I'm going to strain my lye because I noticed I've been getting a few floaties in my lye water recently, and I've just worked it out, it's actually in the sea salt, so I'll strain that out, along as I've got a bit of, looks like I've got a bit of lye lint, and some undissolved silk. Now this is quite a big batch today, 2.5 pounds. I think it's about 2.5 pounds is about as big as I've gone in my usual bowls. So she's looking a bit full. But that's alright because I'm splitting off 7 colours anyway. Just easy goes it. So I just want this mixed to emulsification before I start splitting off my colours. Yes, and my dog's squeaking in the background because Dad's come home from work this afternoon, and it's the weekend, and weekends means going somewhere like the P-A-R-K or the B-E-A-C-H, and I'm spelling because if you say the words my dog will go loopy. He particularly likes the D-O-G-P-A-R-K. Sometimes I swear even though we spell them, I think he knows exactly what we're talking about. Right, so I think that's probably mixed in enough for now. So what I want to do is actually weigh the total amount of soap, and we will then split off equal parts of that. So I've already tiered the weight of the bowl out, so I know exactly how much I've got here. Okay, 2.5. So I'll need to get out my calculator and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. all you can probably see on screen at the moment is all my pots. So I calculated how much I needed per colour. I'm doing 7 colours. This is pink mica. I've dispersed in oil, so I'll put some of that in there. This one here's a purple, quite a dark purple. Now, all the Kiwis out there will know exactly what I mean when I talk about Paua. It's New Zealand black abalone. The shellfish here on the coast of New Zealand. It's considered precious by the native Maori, of which I am a descendant. I remember as a child I used to love eating it. Not so keen at the moment as an adult. I've yet to find somebody who can actually cook it up like I remember it from my childhood. It's a family, but I do love the Paua shell and the beautiful colours that are in it. So I'm trying to emulate that with my colours. There's a green mica in that one. Now a lot of these colours, these micas, they're not out of the pot colours. I've actually just mixed, oh sorry, helps if you can see what I'm doing. I've just mixed various colours to sort of try and approximate the colour that I want to get. This one is sort of like going to be a dark jade. This one here is just a blue, but I want a kind of paler blue than that. So if I need to, I'll add some titanium dioxide to that one. And of course, the last of the colours is a darkish blue, and my 7th colour will actually be a black, but because I'm using activated charcoal, it has a habit of thickening up really quickly, so I'm actually going to mix that one last though. So I'll put in that dark blue there. So I'll just give these a quick buzz because I don't want them to thicken up on me. Add my fragrance and hopefully begin the pour. Okay, I'm back. I'm a little bit more organised now. I've popped my mould on my Lazy Susan. I'm going to use this just to help me get the pour and to actually do the spin swirl. So how I'm going to do this is, rather than just pouring in the corners, I am going to do what I call an asterisk Paua. So it's basically like writing an asterisk. Do a quarter turn each time, and hopefully that will blend those colours up. Nicely for when I spin them. Right, now the fun part. Whole idea is to build up some momentum and then stop it. And I'm hoping that it is fluid enough to do it. Don't know whether it will. I'll try it without the lazy Susan and see how we do there. That's the other way to do it. I was actually using the friction of your work surface, so. Okay, so I don't really want to do much more than that because I don't want to muddy up the colours too much. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of muddying, but because I mean that's what a Paua shell looks like anyway. But I think I will leave it at that. So I've got a bit of cleaning up to do, messy soaping today, and I will bring you back once this puppy has spent its time in its room and is ready for moulding and cutting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few seconds in video land. Hi everyone, I'm back to cut my Pauanui soap. This is 24 hours old now. What you didn't see that I did off camera was to actually do a mica drizzle on top of the colours that I actually use in the soap, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So this is going to be an interesting cut because I've never really done a slab before, but what I've done is I've marked where I want the to go with the knives on the edge, so I'm just going to mark across the whole loaf now. So I'm cutting this by half and then by thirds, so I'll end up with initially 6 chunky bars, and then I'll cut them in half along this axis, and I'll end up with 12. So scoring one way across. Right, here goes nothing. Now I'm cutting this still quite fresh because I'm doing it with a knife and it is always harder than with a wire. And to be quite honest, I'm just a little bit too impatient to actually wait another day. There we go. So yes, it's still very soft. But that's what my spin swirl looks like in the middle. Fun getting that rest of that paper off, but we'll wait until that's a bit firmer. So, unfortunately with cutting with the knife you get your knife smears, but we'll tidy that up. Didn't want that to happen. Okay. It's soft. That's alright, we can touch that up, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. The colours are a little bit muddy and not as bright as I expected them to be, but a fairly good representation of Paua shell. And that's one of the reasons why I prefer using a silicone mould rather than one lined with paper, is because it doesn't matter how careful you are, you always seem to get paper creases on the edges. So that will require a little bit of trimming. But other than that, it's a quite pleasing soap. Not in love with the fragrance, but that's alright, next time I'll try something else. It's the soaping design I'm more interested than anything. On the top. So the fun part begins actually when I actually have to cut it this way, so I will get rid of this paper. Just some of my trimmings. And that's the top. So that's the way I've got to cut it. Oh no, this is the real test.